What's up, everybody? It's time to talk about Genshin Impact. Here we go. We're in it to win it. So I feel like this game is at a crossroads right now, a pretty big one. They did announce that this game made $100 million in 2 weeks. So, round of applause for Genshin. But now we have to see where the game goes from here. Personally, I think the number one thing that this game needs to do is worry about player retention. They need to try to keep their players happy. That will lead to more players naturally coming to the game anyway. So for those of you that are new to the whole gacha thing, thank you, Mario. For those of you that are new to the whole gacha thing, these are the banners that you should be saving for. And what I'm talking about are, let's see, I don't think this banner is up yet, but we are getting a new banner. It is a limited banner. They're making it look like it is a limited banner. Sparkling Steps. Let's see. Okay, the event Sparkling Steps is available for a limited time. So this might just be the event that's, available for a limited time. All I know is when I see limited in a gacha game, it's something that you really got to look at because does that mean that the character is limited? Is it just the event? Let's see. Great. So tomorrow on the 10th, no, the 20th, sorry. Tomorrow on the 20th, it begins. We do get this new character, Sunlight Klee. She's a pyro. We've all been seeing videos of her. She's a little girl, and she throws bombs. I guess they're her little dolls, and they're all explosives. So that's pretty cool. And we get some 4-star heroes over here too. So most people are just going to be trying to cash out on the 4-star heroes. If you pull this character along the way, then congratulations. It does say that she will have a huge drop rate increase. We'll have to see what that's all about. So do the 4-star heroes. Go to the wish page and select details. You know what? I would do that, but I don't think this banner is up. I don't think we can read anything about it at all. Nope, this is all we got. Speaking of which, I kind of mulled things over back and forth about Venti, and since that banner was going to disappear, I decided that I would do a 10 pull on it. So here's the thing. I know that there's a pity rate. I wasn't sure if it was going to carry over or not. I've heard both. I've heard yes and I've heard no. I'm not quite even sure that I was at the pity rate. I'm pretty sure I still have like 40 summons to go or something. Regardless, I did my pity, or not my pity, I did a 10 pull, and the character that came down, I did get a 5-star, and it's Mona. So, very happy with this girl. Let's take a look at her. Absolutely love this character. She's just awesome, awesome to look at. I love watching her climb mountains. This girl is just amazing. She enhances people's damage. She has that wet effect. Everybody gets wet. And it works out very well if you're using Kaching or, let's see, Fischl, whatever you want to call her. Pretty much just anybody that's doing like a lightning element attack. Obviously, if your enemy is wet, you get a reaction, you get more damage. So I've been having a lot of fun just running around with Mona. She does get to travel a little bit quicker. She turns into water. So all in all, very happy with that. There it goes. You turn into a puddle of water. I think she does move a little bit quicker as a puddle of water. So very happy with this character. Awesome. I would much rather look at Mona than look at Venti, who's a character that personally I wasn't really too happy with his sprite and his overall character design. Now that's just me, so just kind of wanted to update you guys on what's been going on. Regardless, I'm pretty sure my pity rate is it's got to be like right back to ground zero right now, because I did get this beautiful girl. Look at those thighs. I love the little tattoo she's got going on. Whatever that is, I would love to know more about that. That's all I can say. So all in all, very, very good so far. I'm into this game 130 bucks. I think we've been extremely lucky and fortunate. And I'll be honest with you guys, it could have just been 80, because when I pulled Diluc, when I pulled this bad mamma jamma right here, wherever the hell he is, here he is. When I pulled this guy, I actually didn't have anything other than a debate club for him. So your boy threw 50 bucks at the weapons banner, which don't do that. Okay, that was just me being a little fool. I just wanted to get this dude a sweet claymore or something to rock. I did end up with the Royal Greatsword. In fact, I didn't even pull any Greatswords off the weapon banner. I pitied this thing, but it's pretty cool. Diluc has been, well, he's definitely been helping me make progress in the game. It's very easy to switch to him and just destroy everything around you with this claymore of his. He is the character I'm trying to power up the most, but I have a ways to go. Obviously, I just threw Mona into the mix. She's just great. I love exploring with her. And I've been running around, obviously, with Fish here, because I just like the fact that she's a good bow user. She can charge up her attack. She's not too bad on the eyes either. But I gotta say, my personal waifu for this game right now is Mona. She is bae. I love this girl. I love looking at her. Yeah, we've been playing Cliffhanger over here. So, other than that, the state of the game, that's what we really need to talk about. That's what the point of this vid was. Like I said, before I got into some of the details here about what I've done in the past couple of days, the state of affairs in the game right now, they're at a crossroads. This game can either take a very dark path, like Square, like Gummy, or it can prove to be a cut above the rest. And I think that's what this game should do. Okay? So far, they have been allegedly listening to their player base. The resin issue is being addressed as we speak. They're working on it. The last event that we had was horrific. By most players' accounts, it was horrific. Honestly, I didn't even really get into the event, because at the beginning of it, you talk to the alchemist, and to pop everything off and to really start doing everything, you have to craft something from the alchemy screen. And it takes a frog. You have to have a freaking frog to do it. You have to make some kind of potion. That's as far as I got, guys. That's it. I spent days, effing days, looking for a frog. Okay? Did everything I possibly could. I sped time up. I went to all the little ponds at different times of the day. I saw one frog, and it was just too late. The little bastard got away. I literally had to wait till the next day. Go back to that pond. Didn't find a frog there, and just started aimlessly wandering around. And I finally found a frog in an effing puddle. This thing wasn't even a pond. It was a freaking puddle. Found a frog. I get my ass back here to town. Guess what? The event's over. So didn't even get a chance to really try it out. But from what I'm hearing from the rest of the player base, it was a horrendous event. It was, the same thing 20 times. Kill some mobs, pick up some things, put them in a bucket, something like that. I didn't even get into it, but it's definitely an issue when your first event is meh. They definitely need to work on that. I've also been hearing players complain about co-op not working right. The servers are laggy with it, and you just get terrible players. But you know what? That's going to be the case with any game that has co-op. Unless you're in a guild and you know the people that you're playing with. This is why we have a Land Grisser guild. This is why I actually have this YouTube channel, because I started this channel just to make videos for my guild members and stuff like that. Obviously, since then, we've grown a little bit. So, this game studio is trying to address some of these issues, so I figured I would put out a video. Maybe down the road, somebody over there will see this, and this is coming from a veteran gacha player. This game has so much going on for it right now, but it can all be thrown away. It can all be gone in an instant as soon as your player base disowns you. You don't really have a game anymore. So here is some fundamental issues that this game has going on right now. First of all, it is damn near impossible to pull 5-star characters. Okay, I'm extremely lucky, and I know that because I've watched other videos of people spending $5,000 to pull the characters. Now, granted, they're going to have the characters and they're going to have their constellations unlocked because they're going to have dupes of some of the characters. I would hope so, for thousands of effing dollars. There's a YouTuber that spent over $1,000 just to pull Diluc. Okay, so here's all my constellations, right? And I'm very happy with this. Fish, I actually pulled 2 dupes of her, and I'm happy because I run her and I'd like to use her as a bow user. Happy with Fish. I wouldn't mind an extra copy of her, actually. I would actually like to get her constellation unlocked. That's something we're going to be able to do with 4-star characters. We have Diluc, nothing. Kaching, nothing, right? I think that's about it. We have Jean here, absolutely nothing in her constellation. Yeah, that's it. Kaching was the only dupe other than Xingling over here that I managed to get. And I'm perfectly cool with that. I'm perfectly happy with that. I would rather have a plethora of 5-stars to choose from and play without their constellations unlocked, instead of just getting 4 or 5 dupes of the same 5-star character and unlocking their constellation. You could argue that all day, but I would just rather have different characters to sample and play. So I know I got extremely lucky here. Realistically, it took me $80 to pull these characters, and $50 was wasted thrown into the toilet because I decided to do some pulls on the weapons banner. Don't do that, guys. Don't do that. The reason I'm bringing this up is because, I don't know, it's kind of looking like this next... I know the event is limited. If the banner is limited, if it's not, I don't know yet. We'll talk about that. But this is something that every player needs to be aware of. This is something that happens in the gacha world. They start coming out with limited banners. Limited means, guess what? This character is not going to be on any other banner. If you don't get them now, you're never going to have a chance to get this character later. Maybe we'll bring this limited banner back. It'll be 2 years from now or something like that. There's already a lot of content creators saying, save your resources, wait for rate up banners on characters that you want. There's a prominent YouTuber that couldn't get Jean. Jean is his waifu. I don't know why when we have Mona in the game, but Jean is his waifu. He couldn't get her, and he's waiting for a rate up banner. Right? And this guy has a prominent YouTube channel. People are giving him hundreds and hundreds of dollars to do pulls, and he's still waiting for the right banner to actually pull Jean, because he knows that his odds of pulling the random 5-star character that he wants off of this gacha system is stupendously low. So I need to make people that are new to the gacha system kind of aware. Save your resources, because we're not sure if this game is going to go down the limited path. If you're going to do that, okay, it's a common gacha practice, but at least give us an awesome rate up, right? At least give us more grindable resources in the game. Okay, you should not literally have to purchase every single 10 pull that you do. You're going to limit people from characters so much that they're going to lose interest in the game. That's kind of how I feel about it. Now, you guys have already announced that you made $100 million in 2 weeks. That means that the game is fully paid for. Okay, you're just printing money at this point. So the best way to make money in a scenario like that is to retain your player base. Why don't you guys give everybody a 5-star, okay? Or give everybody a ticket that just yields a random 5-star. I don't think that's going to hurt you. I don't think it's going to hurt you at all. It's going to help your game. It is definitely going to help your game. because right now everybody's watching to see which direction this game is going into. It could be Shinra Corporation 2.0 times scummy if it really wanted to, but then I feel like it would just lose all of its player base, and it would be so much hard work just throwing down the shitter. So obviously, I'm all for them freeing up some resources. People want to do pulls. This is a hero collector, um, and heroes are ridiculously hard to get. So everybody's pretty much saying that you have to pity characters. The only way you're going to get them with the rate so low is when you get your pity roll. That's like 100 pulls that you have to do. That's hundreds of dollars. Most people are not going to be able to do that. And a lot of players, they'll play with the 4-star characters for a while. They expect to get a 5-star character to work on. They expect to get a character like that down the road. If you're playing a gacha game for a month or two and you don't have a 5-star character, a lot of people will start walking away from the game. It's just not worth it to them. And although I managed to pull like 4 or 5 of these characters, with $130, everybody else I've seen has had to spend thousands. So I know exactly how lucky I am here. So I think they need to do something about this. We need to do something about these events. They just need to balance things out. Frogs should not be that effing rare. Okay, I can take 2 steps out my back door and find more effing frogs than I could on this whole server. Trust me, I've scoured every lake and pond and effing puddle, and it's taken me so long to find a frog. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what the deal is with that. So the game needs to be fine-tuned a little bit. Events need to get better. We have a lot of people complaining about the co-op thing did not work out that well, and the servers are being laggy right now. Now, I don't know if that has something to do with co-op putting drag on the server, data getting moved around from people searching for parties and getting added to parties and playing together. But maybe this co-op thing got implemented a little bit too early. So that's all I'm going to say. It's still an amazing game. We just need to see where it goes. And for all of the new gacha players, save for limited banners. Save up, okay? All of these characters that are out right now, you might as well look at them as old news. Every single one of these 5 stars, even Diluc, they're old news because they're going to start rolling out new characters. I don't know what the progression rate will be on that. I don't know how fast they're going to roll out new characters. Some gacha games will roll out new characters every couple of weeks, and it's a nightmare because they expect people to pull on those, and they just replace that character a week later with the same effing character reskinned with Fireball 2 instead of Fireball 1, and the rest of the skills in this kit are exactly the same. Yes, Romancing Saga, I'm looking at you. So we all need a break from that. I could understand you maybe charging this much for characters if you came out with a character maybe once every month or two. Clearly, you guys have had no problem making your $100 million off of the 5 stars that are in this game. There's obviously enough hype for people just to try to pull those characters. So we're going to have to see how fast they roll characters out. Now, granted, I'm not saying that they should give these characters away for free. Maybe one, right? Maybe we should all get to choose one. I can see how much work gets put into one of these characters. I can totally see it. We don't know about the power creeping factor. We don't know how long one of these characters will last. Who knows? 3 months from now, they could come out with a whole new set of 5-star heroes, and all of these beginner 5-star heroes could just be low tier AF. And people that spent $5,000 to collect all of these heroes, they're probably going to be pretty bummed. So if you have people spending that much to pull a hero, they expect some longevity. They expect to be able to use that hero. And I just really hope that this game delivers on that, because so many people... I mean, guys, I tell you right now, you type in Genshin Impact and then type in $, and you will see tons of videos coming up. Genshin Impact, $3,000. Genshin Impact, $2,000. Genshin, I spent $5,000. There's a ton of videos. I don't think this game made its $100 million. Ooh, look at her stats. I love that. Yeah, you playing with that magic. Yeah, I don't think this game made their $100 million because whales and content creators spent thousands of dollars pulling characters and making videos of them. Okay, with that much money in 2 weeks, you have a player base. People are playing this game, and I think that ultimately is what they need to work on, is to retain those players. And obviously, there's going to be a power wall in this game right now. It just came out, right? So I feel like there's a bunch of hungry players that are already at world level 40 or whatever, and they're waiting for new content to come out. They're waiting for the next patch. Um, Players like me that have been kind of casual about this game, I think the last vid I made, I was adventurer rank 10 or 11. I'm, what, 15 right now? So I'm 14. I'm about to be 15. So slow and steady wins the race right now in this game. Because once you... Oh, here's my pet dog. He always finds me in the town, and we just kind of kick it. Yeah, slow and steady is the way to go right now. Just enjoy the game, because I've heard from multiple sources that if you get to the very end of the game right now, it's a terrible power wall that you hit, and then every day you are literally doing nothing. So this game is new. There's going to be lots of updates for it. Do not try to rush and just get to the very end of it, because you're going to be kind of ruining the game for yourself a little bit. I'm taking my time. I explore the map every day. Sometimes I just go wander around, right? And that experience gets much better when you get a new character to play. Even if that character is not leveled up, it's just awesome to see these characters use different abilities. You learn how to explore better. You learn which one of your heroes is going to help you explore. They use less stamina. Who's going to be able to cover the most, who's going to be able to cover the most ground and help you explore. While also keeping some sort of balance between your party, right? You still want to be able to do damage. You still want to be able to take mobs out. You want to be able to cycle through these heroes and get a huge advantage from it, which is another reason, like I said, I was very happy with Mona. She does have that wet. She gets everybody wet, and I can really bank off of that. So I was excited to get the little healer girl, Barbara. And really, before I could even use Barbara and power her up, Mona came and was just like, I got your water right here. So I'm more than happy to take a drink out of that bottle of water any day. So anyway, this is kind of like the crossroads that Genshin Impact is at right now. They have said that they are listening to what we're saying. There's the resin issues getting fixed. They're working on stuff. So this video is just my attempt to kind of give some feedback on this game right now. This could be the greatest gacha game of all time. And I'll be honest with you guys, I was surprised that they actually announced that they made $100 million in 2 weeks. Because now it's like there's no excuse. We know that you're just printing money now. We know that you can give these characters away. At the very least, I honestly think that the pull rate should go up very soon. They need to increase the pull rate for 5-star characters, or they need to make the currency much more available and easier to grind out. At the very least, this is the number one thing that they need to do to retain their player base right now and get more people to come to the game. And them releasing the information that they've made this much money already is a good sign, right? I've never heard of Gummy making a financial statement to us and telling us how bad they fucked our wallets. And honestly, guys, if you think Genshin Impact making $100 million in 2 weeks is a big deal, okay? Final Fantasy Brave Exvius has been making $100 million or more a month for the past 8 fucking years, okay? And they're not going to tell you about it. They're going to keep their mouth shut. And it's pretty much going to be, well, how much more can we get from them? Can we charge them double? Can we charge them more? But can we get more? So I think it is a step in the right direction to have a little bit of transparency and to kind of, let the players know how much money you've made, how successful the game was. We don't see Gummy doing that shit. And it's to the point now where Gummy is doing a 10%, they have a 10% rainbow rate now. And why not? The game's been printing millions of dollars for years now. They could pretty much just give heroes away. They're not. They're still, yeah, it's granted it's at a 10% now. It's easier to pull them. But you got to combine 4 or 5 of them just to have a playable character. So this is why your boy walked away from FFBE a long ass time ago, to greener pastures. Here I am. It's much greener and nicer over here. So I just really hope that this game goes in the right direction. Um, and really, I have like the best intentions with this video. Uh, I really want this game to succeed. This is what we've needed. This is going to make the mobile gaming platform a lot more serious. This game is competing with AAA titles. All right, all of a sudden now we have, uh, you know, people in the financial world that pay money to create video games. They're all looking at this right now, and they're saying, "Damn, this game costs 100 mil to make, like a AAA title, and it's getting its return back." So this is good. No matter what, we're going to get something good out of this, because even if this game completely flops and fails next week from now, there will be other games that come out after this game, and they're going to be taking pages from this game's book. And this is definitely a step in the right direction. Absolutely love this game, and absolutely love everything they've done with it so far. We have a few minor hiccups here and there. They're working on fixing it. But mobile gamers rejoice, definitely rejoice, because the standard of quality for gacha games, for mobile games, it just went through the effing roof. It just did. When this game launched, it just went through the roof, because these are going to be the expectations now. This is what people are going to expect. If you want us to pull for heroes, we have to have this much quality. And obviously, this has shown that people will pull for heroes, and they'll spend lots of money doing it if it's done right, right? If the game is right, if the quality is there, they will. And I think this is actually bringing a lot of players to the gacha world that have never played gachas before, or that have frowned upon gachas. I've said it once, and I'll say it again. There is a great place for gachas in video games. It's when the gacha is abused that the game turns into a nightmare, and you're no longer having fun. You're just getting ripped off, and it's terrible. But if the rates are right, if everything's done right, then a gacha system brings much enjoyment to a game. It's like opening a pack of Pokemon cards and getting that holographic Charizard. It's, getting your favorite baseball player out of a booster pack of baseball cards. That kind of excitement, call it gambling, call it whatever, it feels great, and everybody loves it. And that's why these gacha games have been doing good. But there is a dark side to it, of course. Some people get taken advantage of. You see these articles where people are $50,000 in debt because of a gacha game. They lost their wife and kids because, well, they were dumb enough to spend $50,000 on a gacha game, while the rest of their family's probably neglected. So there are people that are going to have a problem with this system, especially if it's a bad system. And unfortunately, some of these game companies seem to not give a shit, and they'll just try to get more from you. I don't think this is going to be one of those games, because let's really compare it to Gummy real quick. Gummy kept their mouth shut about everything. There was no transparency about shit, and they lied through their teeth to us all the time. This game, on the other hand, there's already transparency. They're telling us that they are listening to what the players are saying. They're trying to implement changes as quickly as possible. They know there's a lot riding on this, and they know that they can take a large hit, and they can lose a lot of the momentum that this game has right now if they don't do everything right and try to please their player base. Gummy just seems to not give a shit ever. So I'm at least happy to report that so far this game is taking steps in the right direction. I hope to see more of that. I hope to see better events. But ultimately, we need to work on that rate. We need to work on getting 5-star heroes into players' hands. And I'm not talking about players that have thrown $3,000 into the game. Guys, really think about that. If you got any suggestions, the comments are open. Maybe implement another pity system, an overall pity system that counts your pulls from all of the banners. And once you have enough pulls, you can just pick a character, a certain character that you want. just stuff like that. Also, I'm not that far into the game, but I think there should be a way to level up your constellation without having to pull dupes of a character. We should be able to grind that out. I'm not saying it should be an easy grind, but we should be able to do something like that. I shouldn't have to get dupes just to do that. So maybe I'm not enough into the game. If there is a way to level up your constellation without getting dupes, somebody please leave me a comment. Let me know. So I'm gonna cut it off right here. You guys all have an awesome day, and best of luck on